beginning of every decade, the beginning of every year brings anticipation, brings joy, brings hope. We're here in Jacksonport, Wisconsin, that beautiful little hamlet on the east side of Door County, Wisconsin, that juts out into Lake Michigan and has the beautiful Lake Michigan shore. Jacksonport, for the most part in the winter, tends to be a quiet, subtly beautiful place. Summertime, busy with all the summer tourists and trappings. But this day in the middle of winter, shortly after the shortest day of the year, here, January 1st, 2010, we're going to enjoy a festival that only Wisconsinites and people from the Midwest, perhaps Scandinavia, can really totally understand and experience. As you see, they decorate their area with these festive, non-biodegradable polar bear. There's no longer any bear that live in this immediate vicinity. And we're here at the beautiful Lakeside Park, an area that's maintained by the township and the fire department, where many festivals are held throughout the year. Only in Wisconsin and a very few other selected places in the world do we have such an event where people come from all over to partake of the waters. Back in Victorian times and Roman times, people would go to spas where they would have hot water and natural steam. But no, not in Wisconsin. They come to partake of the Lake Michigan waters, where it's freezing, where a slush is going in and out and maintaining itself on the surface, where the air temperatures are 20, where there's light wind, where people love this for invigoration for the beginning of the new year. And only in Wisconsin can we see people enjoying outside park activities on swings and gym sets. Only in Wisconsin and only in Jacksonport. Welcome, folks, to this year's Polar Bear Plunge. We're here at the quintessential meeting spot in Jacksonport. We're in Mike's Pub, and people are preparing and psychologically and spiritually with spirits, getting themselves ready for today's fine physical challenge, the Jacksonport Polar Plunge. And we're here with Mike, the proprietor of this incredible pub, where we all enjoy fish fries, but this kind of camaraderie, this kind of crowd anticipation is really building in this locale. What magic do you think Mike's Pub has for the participants that makes them be so prepared for this event?
Well, I think we're just a family-oriented business here, and they come in and get their little warm-ups before they go into the icy water, and we try to accommodate everybody that comes through the door.
Well, it's certainly welcoming, and the environment and the spirit in here is always such. Is there a preferred warm-up beverage for people, or what varieties do you think are in the years past the most popular?
Oh, I go through lots of Bloody Marys and hot chocolate with the Baileys or Blue in it.
You think the Bloody Marys, it's the vitamin C they're after mostly?
Yeah, pretty much, yes. I think that's it.
That's it. Now, your Bailey's hot cocoa, that kind of will really prepare them, because, as we know in Ireland, where Bailey's is supposedly made, very stark along the coastlines. So it kind of is taking us back to a very removed environment, but very much like this. So it's carrying on this historical spirit.
Yes, it's a good drink. I enjoy it myself. Yeah.
I've heard it is. You'll have to tell me more about it. Mike, what other things here at your incredible pub? What else besides the family atmosphere and the friendliness and the fine beverages do you think continues to draw people here regularly all seasons of the year?
Well, I just think that we're a very reasonably priced establishment, very friendly staff. Our food is very consistent. We do a good perch fry on Friday nights, and today we're doing a prime rib sandwich today.
Whoa. Might be back for that. Might just be back. The day is bright outside, Mike. How would you compare this historically to past polar bear plunges?
Actually, I think it's going to be pretty nice out there today. There's been years that they had a pretty cold and icy on the shore, so I haven't been down to the shore yet today, so I'm not sure of the conditions.
Now, your definition and description is all kind of a relative thing. For somebody from Georgia or Florida or Texas, the kind of nice would take on different connotations.
Yeah, cold to you is probably 60 degrees. Yeah, cold to us is like below zero.
Yeah, wonderful. It's beautiful. And here we are. It's January 1st, 2010, the beginning of another decade and the beginning of an ongoing tradition here in Door County. The annual January 1st Polar Bear Plunge in the beautiful hamlet of Jacksonport. We're here with some guests who are going to intend to and are prepared to become polar bears again this year. And your name, sir?
Bill.
Bill, and your name?
Mariah.
Hi, Mariah. And where are you folks from?
Jackson, Wisconsin.
Jackson, Wisconsin, which is?
About 2.5 hours south of here, suburb of Milwaukee.
Okay, yes. And so what brings you to Jacksonport?
Well, we heard about the polar plunge. I've done it in Milwaukee a few years, and we wanted to do it up here in Door County, and thought no better place than right here at Mike's.
There is no better place. And you're going to have polar bear attire. I see you've got the T-shirt going already. And what kind of conditions compared to Milwaukee are you anticipating?
Balmy temperatures up here.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's sunny today anyway, and just a light wind. The waves are minor, which we'll see later on. Mariah, what do you anticipate going into this very cold water?
Very cold and in and out really quick.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you do that. And what are you going to tell your friends when you get home about this experience, do you think?
That they should come with me next time.
And Dad would be a happy lifeguard with everyone. It'd be a good thing. Is anybody else in the family going to go in, Bill?
No, they will be participating photographers for us.
Excellent. Super. So are you a runner as well and other types of athletes besides ice water dipping man?
Kayaking in the summer up here in Door County and cross-country skiing in the winter.
Excellent. Good. All good conditioning stuff, and we'll condition you for this wonderful day. Well, it's been great talking to you both, and I wish you both luck. It'll be a wonderful day as you see the crowd build and all the magic that the crowd and all the other participants bring to this event. It makes it a real magical day. Well, we're discussing with some folks here, and your name, ma'am?
Laura DeBruin.
Laura and?
Mark.
Mark. And where are you folks from?
Burlington, Wisconsin.
You are not. Yes. So am I.
No way.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
way.
No.
But only halftime. I'm up here halftime.
Okay.
Dennis Conley with Laura and, I'm sorry?
Mark.
Mark. And from Burlington. And what brings you all the way to Jacksonport?
Well, the polar plunge.
The polar plunge. You can't do that in the White River or into the Fox River. And
It's not the same.
No, it's never the same. No. And is this your first time, or you've been?
No, we've been here before.
Excellent. And keep coming back. It's a great place.
Yeah,
really great. It's a great event. Great people here. They'll help you into the water, encourage you, and they'll help you out of the water as well.
Exactly.
And you'll see great camaraderie on the shore as you establish this colony of hypothermic people.
Yes. Well, the cold really does affect the brain's ability to think logically. And so we all gather together to convince ourselves that this is good.
Yes. Well, I think it all starts in southeastern Wisconsin where our air pollution is higher.
Well,
that fogs us down. That's it.
It is.
That's
it's a little Dame Bramage going on there.
Bramage. I like it. There's no dyslexia in your family.
None whatsoever.
None. Oh, good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you enjoy this day. And this is one of your daughters?
This is actually one of my goddaughters.
One of your goddaughters.
Yeah.
Hi.
Right there.
Hello, man in the corner. He's inconspicuous. He's incognito. He's in the corner. He's all of above. And your name, sweet?
Taylor.
Taylor, and you have done this before, I am told.
2 years before.
Now, did you have a different kind of hat on at the time?
No, this is the first year we decided weird hats.
I wouldn't call that necessarily weird, but if you wish to call it such, for up here, that's not weird at all. Burlington, perhaps. And what was your experience like when you went in last year?
Well, the year before was nice, but last year was cold and really icy, and you got out and you're bleeding and bruised.
Yeah. But it looks like you healed okay, and you're still smiling. Well, that's excellent, excellent. Well, you're going to encourage some other folks from your family to go through. Good. And please, a lot of positive encouragement, and they'll do well. Swimmers are attending. Come this way. Come this way. Right there is good. Right here, super. We have 3 of the new swimmers, new exposees to the Lake Michigan beauty, the frigid waters of Jacksonport. And your name, please?
Montana Zajac.
Hi, Montana.
Aaron Moran.
Aaron.
Brent DeBruin.
Brent, is that right? And where are you folks all from?
Belgium.
Belgium.
Madison.
Madison.
Burlington.
Lovely Burlington, where the Fox River flows. And this is your first time into... No?
Oh, a second for me. Third.
I think I recall you from last year, you two. How about you, Brent?
Second.
Second time. Good. And today's conditions, being veterans of this event, how do you foresee this, the weather conditions affecting the joy of this plunge?
Better than last year. It's going to be good. Last year was brutal.
Good. Have you been down to the waterfront yet? Yeah, they've chiseled some steps in and make it more a much easier trek for people to get in and out of the water. Good. Well, thank you very much and welcome to Jacksonport. Enjoy your time. And you don't really have a Belgian accent. All right. Thank you. And we're with 3 other avid participants and viewers of this incredible event, the Jacksonport Polar Bear Plunge. And your name, please?
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Justin.
Justin.
Jesse.
Jesse. And the Jesse gang is here. And how many years have you gone in the water in the past?
This just one last year.
Last year? You're going in this year?
Yes.
Good woman. And you?
Second year too this year.
So you're almost like a graduate student in this event.
That's right. Yep, this is my second year too.
Second year. And where are you folks from?
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Green Bay.
So you came from the frozen tundra up about 60 miles north of even the frozen tundra. So this is beyond Taiga. This is the Arctic Circle up here in Jacksonport. And being a tundra expert as you are, how do you view the ice conditions here in Lake Michigan?
Oh, today it's a piece of cake compared to last year. Last year was ice covered. This water's open. Looks pretty calm down there by the water, so this is going to be easy. Nothing like last year.
And you've seen the beautiful steps that the firefighters have chiseled into the water?
Yep, we'll be ready for it.
So what is your approach to this? Fast in, fast out, go in and savor, wait till your legs turn blue? What approach do you use?
Run in, jump under, and then get back out.
And fine. And how do you feel this will change your being for the upcoming year?
It's just a good way to start off the new year, just doing something crazy like this, and I'm doing it again next year.
Well,
too.
I think by having a little tomato juice before you go in will help boost your vitamin C.
It's all just tomato juice too. That's it.
Tomato juice, Mom and Dad.
That's right. Yep. Sorry, there you go, Mom.
And it'll make you that much more healthy to resist any oncoming colds or viruses, which will freeze out anyway.
Yes, for sure.
Good. Well, welcome to Jacksonport, and thanks for being here.
He's a natural. He's a natural.
And he sends me these lines. Here we are in the registration booth at this wonderful polar bear event, and we're with
Dawn Keltz.
Hi, Dawn, and where are you from, Dawn?
From Sturgeon Bay.
Sturgeon Bay, and you trucked all the way up here to beautiful Jacksonport to participate.
I did.
And your function today, Dawn?
I am working at registration selling T-shirts.
Good. Well, you know, on this side, it's very apropos that you're here, Dawn, because on this side of the peninsula, we look forward to having beautiful dawns, and there indeed is a beautiful dawn here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. How many people are we anticipating that will participate in today's event?
I believe we're anticipating about 1,000 or pretty.
Only 1,000. And where will all those bodies be, Dawn?
They'll be crowded down on the beach.
On the beach. And what percentage just continue swimming because they enjoy it so much?
Oh, I don't know. They come back year after year, and it's pretty interesting to see.
Is it addicting, habit forming, or just invigorating?
I think for some of them it is addicting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, there's nothing like a little abuse and danger to really stimulate one's endorphins, don't you think, Dawn?
Oh, yeah, it's a challenge, that's for sure.
Good. Marianne, Vanna Marianne will hold this up. Very well done, Marianne. Thank you. We're in this little corner of the pavilion behind this very effective windbreak on this balmy day in Jacksonport, and we're with one of the originators of the polar bear plunge. And your name, ma'am?
Sue Jarsh.
Sue, and you're part of that very famous originating and organizing family. What makes this year different than other years?
Well, no, it's not too bad. I think it's special because we're on the way to 25, which is next year. That's the biggie.
Yes,
So
yes.
I guess it's just the camaraderie, and it's really a nice day today. The breeze is picking up, unfortunately,
Yes.
but every year is a new year, and it's just a great way to enter into the 2010 year.
For this kind of culture, I think perhaps people in Florida or Texas might find this maybe a bit strange.
Do you know last year a couple with their 4 children drove from Florida to do this? Turned around and drove back.
Isn't that amazing? And their car heaters worked all the way.
They called me 4 days before, and they actually drove to be in this event.
That's a beautiful story. Thank you. Yeah. So what position do you have besides basically registration organizer? Do you have your moral support or?
A lot of moral support. I was the argumentative mother 24 years ago, and my son said he was going in the lake.
Yes.
But that day was sunny, and there was absolutely no snow, so it was kind of
kind of balmy.
We never thought it would ever get to this.
And he turned out okay in spite of it all.
Turned out just fine.
Yeah, he did. And you've got some beautiful children, so thank you, Ms. Jarsh.
Thank you. And
All
thank
right.
you for being here.
No, it's our joy. Thank you. God bless. I'm stepping over here, and we have a very familiar face in this vicinity. One of the familiar faces identified with a great effort, a great organization in Door County. And we have another familiar face that's working his way in from the side of the frame. And you gentlemen are here for which organization, please?
Feed My People.
Feed My People. And the function of Feed My People for those who haven't seen previous year's events?
To help anybody that's in need, that needs food, whatever we can do to help.
The need is getting greater every year.
And have you noticed a greater need this year with the economic downturn?
Absolutely, yeah.
And do you find that there are certain foodstuffs that you prefer to have over other foodstuffs for people who are maybe watching who wish to donate?
Not really. We'll take anything we can get.
Okay. But for the need of the people who are participating, non-perishables, obviously, look for things with good nutritional value and long shelf life.
Well, we got a lot of fish this year.
Oh, good.
And a lot of venison this year.
Oh, good. So you maintain that in a frozen state?
Absolutely.
Excellent, excellent. So tell us a little bit about the thrift store.
Well, the thrift store operates on donated clothing and other miscellaneous items. The better things are put out for sale at a very reasonable price. For example, you can get a blouse or a shirt for 25 cents.
My goodness.
And then that money is used to buy foodstuffs and finance the operation.
Excellent, excellent. And I must apologize. I did not introduce you folks to our viewing audience. Your name, sir?
I'm Dick Chappelle.
Dick?
Rich Kinka.
Yes, Rich.
Incidentally, the clothing that we don't use goes to the Sunshine House. That comes, and then Goodwill comes up and picks that up, and then they take it to Green Bay.
Excellent.
So they use it down there.
So on and on it goes, and so
Sunshine House makes a little money by selling the clothes to Goodwill.
Excellent. Well, that's really a great interchange. And I understand all of your staff pretty much is voluntary. Is that correct?
We have one salaried person. Everybody else volunteers. It's
Excellent.
about 50 people that volunteer.
Excellent. This is a wonderful effort here in Door County. All right, gentlemen, I appreciate the good efforts, and people can bring money to you in addition to foodstuffs and
Excuse me. Part of their entry is either a food donation or a monetary donation.
I see. Well, that's perfect. That's win-win.
Thank you to the organizers of this whole event.
Excellent. So it's a really win synergistic situation you have going on.
Right.
Great. Thank you very much, and thanks for all you do
Thank
for
you.
the people.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, onward and. Is Miss Toddy here with you? Oh no. She stayed home in bed. Huh? No, my daughter's coming in. She wasn't here last night. She's coming in. Yeah. She was actually at a friend's wedding last night, so that ought to be. Yeah. You volunteer every year? Yeah. It's a huge market Here we are with two of the more interesting characters at today's Polar Bear Plunge. We have Polar Pig, who, if I'm not mistaken, is perhaps objecting to the concept of looking at that cold water, would rather be in some warmer, muddy bath of some sort.
Corn oven.
Yes, and your name, sir?
I'm Herman.
Hi, Herman, and the pig's name?
This Rosie.
Rosie?
Rosie.
Rosie and Herman.
From
and
BC.
From where?
BC Junction.
Very good. And how long have you two been a couple?
Oh, 6 months.
6 months. Well, and the relationship is flourishing.
Real good. She likes to squeal.
Excellent. So after this, is it going to be ribs or chops, or how are we going to look at it?
Oh, it depends on her attitude. Like most wives, it depends on how
Yeah. So how did Rosie decide that she was going to bring you down here today?
Well, her call. She decides what she wants. Whatever she wants, she gets.
Good. Well, have a great time. And thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We're having a great time, and so is this happy family. Your name, sir?
My name is Scott. Scott Dell.
Janae.
Janae?
Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa. And you folks are from the Madison area originally?
Originally, and now Sister Bay.
Sister Bay, and you are both students up here in Door County?
Yeah, Gibraltar.
Good, and good students, I'm told.
Yes, of
That's
course.
Right. And what would a good student be doing here if you're such a wise student to plunge yourself into these frigid waters?
Get a little bit of excitement. Come on, it's 2010.
Hey, come on, it is. It's the new decade.
Definitely.
That's right.
Graduation year.
Oh, yeah. Go
Senior,
on. Get
yeah.
on. That's great. So the excitement is building in this family, I see. They are prepared psychologically in a family way to encounter the cold water, and I wish you all well today. Have a good time.
Thank you.
Go to the piggy.
No, I stay away from it a little bit, just in case. 10 being the coolest.
11.
11, yeah. Do you expect that number to increase as the event?
Probably,
continues?
yes.
And what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Dennis Zachary. We live in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. And this is our third time doing this.
I'm Dennis also, but I'm not doing this. So there's something maybe my father implanted in my head that you didn't get, that you keep doing this.
Yeah, mental illness runs in my family.
When you jump in the water, does that help to improve that mental illness, at least for a little while?
For a little while, yes.
Yeah,
it
that's
does.
good. Well, we're glad you're here. What keeps bringing you back here, Dennis?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's gets me out of the house.
Yeah, it's hard to do this at home, no matter how long you run the faucet.
That's very true.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
the
true.
group activity and the camaraderie is wonderful. And look what you can tell your friends.
Yep.
Great.
This gentleman right over here with the blue.
Yes.
This is his first time. We talked him into doing this, so I don't know if we're going to be friends after this or
we'll,
not.
We'll see. You'll have to report. We
back.
have the real scoop here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Jacksonport with a young lady from a far-off place, and she's going to tell us a little about that in a moment. Your name, please?
Irina.
Irina. It's a beautiful name, and you're from?
From Russia, St. Petersburg, and I did it all the time back to St. Petersburg.
In the Niev or in
the River Neva.
In the River Neva, yes.
And we used to have a big spot, the open water, and that's it. And everything else was frozen, and it was wonderful what it does to your body and mind.
I'm sure it
and you'll be the same.
Well, I see that you're here to enjoy this. How do you think you would compare this so far from your observations with what you observed in St. Petersburg?
It's much more colorful.
Yes.
We are a little bit gloomy and darker people, I guess, and so this is...
Perhaps on the outside, but I see from your smile, not on the inside.
No, not.
Well, this is wonderful having you initiate our Lake Michigan with your body and spirit, and I hope that this has the same uplifting, healing qualities that you had when you immersed yourself in the river in St. Petersburg.
It sure will. Thank you.
Thank you. We're here again with J.R. Jarish, the originator of the Polar Bear Plunge here in Jacksonport, Wisconsin. Of course, I think this all originated when you were a young history student and were reading about the Laplanders and how they would pursue the polar bear into the holes in the ice in greater Lapland and to get away from their wives on Sundays. But what stimulated you, JR, into this vigorous, perhaps to some unusual activity?
Well, I appreciate that concise background, Dennis. It you know, for me, I was 13 and I was had lost a bet a few years earlier to see if I had, so I had to swim in October, and I thought I could do every month of the year. It would be kind of a fun challenge. So that was December of 1986, and it wasn't too bad. Actually, that day it was all pretty much sand. I could run in and run out, and I thought, not bad. Next year it was just me. The next year it was just me, and then finally had the fortunate happenings of teaming up with Heidi Hodges from The Advocate, and she got us a little press, and we had 3 people that year, and now we're hoping for 700 or 800.
How has it grown? It's incredible. Do you think your leadership, your sort of epic proportion of being standing here in a lightweight polyester, very well fitted, I must say, tuxedo, has your leadership abilities have impressed people? They're here partially for the adventure and partially because they want to meet you and follow you.
There may be a little bit of, I don't know if that's the case. It's kind of like the first lemming leading the other lemmings off the cliff. Is it leadership or what is it? But you know, it's been neat to be able to make it a tradition that people do come back for year after year, and whether it's, you know, I don't think it's me. I think it's the spirit of the camaraderie that we all feel as polar bears that makes it fun. And we have tried to keep it a safe event. My parents, Joe and Sue, and my brother John, you know, we tried to stay ahead of keeping it organized and safe, so it's an event for the whole family. We discourage alcohol. Some clubs, you know, they can take a bus right from a bar to the shore. You know, someone's going to have what they want to have, but we are a club that tries to promote family values, yes. And we're all for celebrating after, but we want to keep it safe, and we can be here hopefully for many years to come having fun.
Well, certainly I think everyone who witnesses this or participates gets a sense of the warmth projected from you, your family, the other team workers, and certainly the Jacksonport Fire Department, who have gone to great pains creating the stairway. They'll be immersed in the water, helping to guide people in and out. But it's an overall all the good things we find about small town Wisconsin we're finding right here at this event.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I love to live here, and that's why it's a fun event, because it is. You know, we help each other, whether it's in the lake or any time through the year. But, you know, we're glad people come here. And actually, I've had talked to people that have now driven up from Milwaukee because they have a better feel at this swim than Bradford Beach.
Absolutely.
We support the clubs everywhere, and we're just glad we can be here again this year in
Well,
Jackson.
JR, we're just delighted for you and your family and all the firefighters and all the people who are going to be participating this year. We're looking forward to a wonderful immersion and the beginning of a new decade, and we just thank you so much for being an initiator of this.
Thanks, Dennis. I'm honored. Happy New Year.
Another gentleman here in this beautiful Gumby outfit. I don't know. I think I've seen cartoon characters with exactly the same kind of. And your name, sir?
Scott Weeboy.
Hi, Scott.
From Houston.
That's great. And Scott, how would you describe your outfit?
It's rubble type stuff.
Yep. It's a beautiful outfit. It's well shaped and it's bright red. Yep. And so you're one of the emergency men. You've got. Is this an air pack?
It makes you float.
Very good. Very good.
I got it from the big ship boats.
I see.
From the Bay ship.
I see. Well, I think it's going to be pretty effective. I'd say of all the people here, you look kind of the best today, and we always appreciate the good work you're doing. So thank you very much. And we have with us another happy family, and your folks are named?
Deborah.
Deborah.
Henry.
Henry.
Michael.
Michael Kennard.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Racine, wonderful town. Root River.
Sixth year, yes.
Sixth
And
year.
this is, you were going to say?
Sixth year.
Sixth year, and you just keep coming back. This event brings the family closer together?
I guess it has to.
For warmth. Just for the warmth.
Yes. Well, we welcome you up here. We're really appreciative of your participation, and we know you're going to enjoy it, and a Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
And we're here now with the fire chief of Jacksonport Fire Department. Your name, sir?
Tom Ash.
Hi, Tom. And how large a force do you have in the fire department?
We have 30 guys, all volunteers, between our first responders and our firefighters.
And how many people have volunteered to participate in today's event?
Oh, we have a dozen or so guys here today. We'll have 6 out in the water, 6 or 7 out in the water, and then we'll have 6 or more out here on the shore also helping people in and out of the
Wonderful.
water.
Well, we've observed wonderful organization that's mostly been done by your crew as far as creating steps, manning the periphery of the water. You do a wonderful job here in Jacksonport, and I think all the participants that are here will go home with praises for your organization and the good feelings they've gotten here. So we want to thank you very much.
Thank you.
As you're aware, we have many colorful, very colorful people here at the Polar Bear Plunge. Here's one of the more colorful. I think his fashion consultant should have talked to him about his skirt-blouse combination here. Your name, sir?
Guy Meyerhofer.
Hi, Guy, and where are you from?
Swamico, Wisconsin.
Swamico. Well, welcome to beautiful Door County. And how many times have you been in the water so far, sir?
This is my first time at the Polar Bear Plunge.
And the young lady who was with you said this is part of your life's bucket list. Is that correct?
Yes, this has been on my list for about the last 10 years, and It's about time I do it before I cash in.
Well, I don't expect you to cash in anytime soon, but we're glad you're here, and we're glad you've brought sun protection for your head.
Thank you very
much. With some other colorful folks here who are going to participate in today's wonderful event. Your name, sir?
Perry Hunsader, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. Wonderful. And you know, you came from that very notably cold place called Green Bay up to Jacksonport, where it's even more challenging. What brought you here, sir?
It's a tradition on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day to come out here and jump in the lake and refresh everything, start clean, a new year clean.
Excellent.
Jump in the lake.
So how many years have you done this?
This is only the third year, but it's a new tradition for a lot of years.
How do you anticipate this event being different than others?
Well, I think this is a lot more fun than anything else. There's nothing more exhilarating than jumping in 30-degree water.
And how do you intend to warm up your normal core body temperature after this?
We're going to Joe Rohr's for hamburgers.
Sounds like a good plan. A little onion on there, I think it'd be great. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And you have plans for after?
I'm going to have a drink. This icy baptism into the waters of Jacksonport. People with their cameras are preparing themselves to record this event. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and immersion. People from all over the United States. Probably the biggest crowd we've ever seen here. Including a dog we're seeing, other pets, people in cheese heads, jester hats, couples clutching each other, looking for some sort of interpersonal support. The first wave is returning, some smiling, some just wondering. All have accomplished this immersion. A great accomplishment here in Jacksonport. You can hear the exuberance of the crowd. The second wave of people are entering and re-emerging back. All appear healthy and well. A spirit of accomplishment. The woman we interviewed previously from Leningrad has joined her partner, happily having accomplished this task. Young people, old people, people here just for the fun of it, or to know that they've accomplished something unique. Happy New Year from Joe Jara. Groups are huddling around on the periphery of this lake, knowing they are part of the very unique, accomplished few.
It's renew your body. It's to renew your spirit. You can see it.
I saw your hat.
I'm so happy. Forget about this.
Certainly accentuated.
It's just so wonderful. I'm so happy you guys doing this.
It's great fun for us, and to meet someone like you gives even greater importance to the event. Can you
Go again.
go again?
Let's go again.
So,
I'm the first time ever, but I'm going tomorrow next year.
you're a good man. So it was that much fun that you just
Fun. Yep, perfect.
you tell the uninitiated who have never done this.
You gotta do it, otherwise you don't know what it is.
Right, and the only way to be a real man or human being or person is to yourself in the ice.
Experience it. Sir, you ain't a polar bear until you go under completely.
Oh boy.
You gotta get wet.
Well, I see it's helping.
You gotta freeze.
It's keeping your hair in good place. I like it.
It's your hat. Yeah.
No. We're here, of course, with one of the more stellar characters, perhaps one of the greatest spokespersons for the Polar Bear Plunge, Joe Jarash. And Joe, how are you today?
I'm doing great. It's always such a relief when it's done and know that as many people, like JR says, as many people came out as went in the water. We know that it's a successful swim.
Your family has done a wonderful job over the years and continues to do so. And we appreciate the wonderful leadership and the great spirit that you bring to the podium here.
Well, it's just a fun effort, and it's like you said, Dennis, it's a very family affair with JR and John and my wife and I pretty much kind of spearheading it along with the fire department. And it's just, as I was explaining to someone earlier, when I think back 24 years ago when it was just JR and Sue and I and John watching him, to see something like this, it's a loaves and fishes situation.
Yes. Not only that, but you know, it seems like the spirit builds every year. The people feel the kindness of your family and the great organization of the firefighters here.
Well, I appreciate those comments, and it is a real family affair. It's a kind of a rite of passage thing where sons and daughters wait till the mom and dad say they're old enough to do it, and then they can do it. And I talked to some folks earlier today that they were in that situation. The little boy was so excited because this was the year his dad said he could go in with him.
Really great feeling. Many great stories all around the encampment here. And how are you going to spend the rest of today, Joe?
Well, when I get done now, John and I and JR will clean up everything. Then we'll go back and we'll tally up all of the registration forms to see how many folks we had, to see where they came from, so we can share that information with the media, because there is always an interest in how many people came and how many from where they came. So we'll be spending our afternoon tallying stuff up.
So you did over some hot tea or cider?
I would say probably some hot cider.
Sounds pretty good. And so now you've done so many successful careers, and we have to add this once a year polar bear plunge to those careers. Do you think someday you may want to come back as a real polar bear?
Possibly.
Possibly. Well, you'd be a success at that too.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Joe, thank you very much. A wonderful man. Appreciate
you
it.
guys and all the coverage that you give us, because that kind of spreads the word and lets people see what a fun family event it has become.
It's all good words. Thank you, Joe. God bless. Thank you. This year has been an exceptional year at the Jacksonport Polar Bear Plunge. The crowd here was record from all observations, and the amount of glee and happiness entering into this new decade was truly a great thing experienced by all. Great organization, a great feeling for the upcoming year, a great new beginning here in a great little idyllic village of Jacksonport. We hope to see you all next year. Plan to stay warm. Go home and give love to those who you love. And See you in the waters in Jacksonport next year. Thank you.